the sellers. So we've seen some prices starting to settle and maybe even creep downward in certain price points of the market, right? So from a seller's perspective, what's the advice?
Take a look at the comparables. Take a look at what the market is doing in your location and in your price range, and price it right. Don't follow the market down. You know, stay on top of what is current. Do whatever you can to make your home appealing. Take care of problems in the house. Remember that curb appeal is big. Think about staging if the house is vacant.
Yeah, we've seen that homes that are move-in ready tend to sell instantaneously, while homes that need some love, for lack of a better term, those homes are still challenged right now.
Yeah, and those are the ones where we're probably seeing more terminations
Right.
after inspections.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, because you know, again, those building materials, the costs of that, it's a lot harder for somebody to get into a fixer-upper.
yeah, and it's harder to get people to get out there and fix those
Right.
problems.
Okay, so we're heading into the end of the year. 2022 is going to be wrapping up. Any predictions? What are we going to be looking at by the time we do the next one of these?
Oh, that's a hard question.
I think people are starting to get used to higher interest rates.
Yeah.
I mean, if they go up dramatically, I think we'll see another slowdown, but then I think people will get used to them. I think that brings people's price points down, obviously, and so I think the luxury market might suffer a little bit. I think the lower end, especially under 350, 400, is going to continue to see a lot of activity, because I think there are people who were in a higher price range who are now going to be
They moved down a little bit in the market.
Yeah. So that price point is still going to be very lively.
Okay.
What do you think?
Well, I mean, you talk about the increase in interest rates, that's going to force the prices to come down a little bit, right? So then the people who have been priced out for a little while may have more opportunities. So I think that there, you know, based on seasonality, in the winter it's a little bit slower. We're used to seeing that, but I think it'll balance off. It's going to be pretty balanced, yeah.
Yeah, and I think I tend to agree. I don't see a dramatic shift occurring, like anything, you know, really, whoa, wow, didn't see that coming. But it does feel like there's a certain acceptance of where the prices are at. There's a certain acceptance of where the interest rates are at and kind of the state of the world, for lack of better, you know, context there. But as people kind of settle into that, we're kind of looking at a new normal. We're starting to see some of those numbers come back to where they were pre, you know, COVID and the sort of movement explosion we've seen. And so, yeah, you know, I would expect this winter we're going to have the seasonality effect. We're going to have the effect of the elections. We're going to have the effect of the interest rates. And by next year, we're probably looking at a settled in different price points for everyone.
I think sellers are wising up too.
Yeah.
I think this whole shift that we've seen is hitting the sellers, and they're realizing that they got to get real.
Right.
Yeah. It seemed less volatile lately, so.
Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
Especially from the qualifying broker.
Yeah. It does help.
Well, thank you guys. Look forward to the next one, and we'll see if we were right or wrong.
We may have more opportunities. Yeah.
Especially from the qualifying broker.